Good morning. My humble pranams to everyone. I am Tripura Sundari, Max teacher. Let us begin this day with a prayer song. Vakratunda Mahakarya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Gurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvata Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Dasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
What's special in this day? Since ancient times, various scholars had made significant contribution to mathematics, including Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, Mahavira, Bhaskara, Srinivasa Ramanujan, etc. At very young age, Srinivasa Ramanujan showed the signs of an unfolding genius, and his contribution regarding fractions, infinite series, number theory, mathematical analysis, etc. set an example in mathematics. On December 2012, the former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, paid tribute to Srinivasa Ramanujan at a function organized on the occasion of the 125th birth anniversary of the great mathematician Srinivasa Iyengar Ramanujan in Chennai. 22nd December was declared as National Mathematics Day. Thus, on 22nd December 2012, National Mathematics Day was celebrated across the country.
Srinivasa Ramanujan Iyengar was born on December 22, 1887. Was an Indian mathematician. He is considered to be one of the most talented mathematicians in recent history. His father's name was Kuppuchami and mother name was Komalatammal. On 1st of October 1892, Ramanujan was enrolled at a local school. He did not like school, so he tried to avoid attending. He had no formal training in mathematics. After getting his degree at Cambridge, Ramanujan did his own work. He completed over 3,500 identities and equations in his life. Some of the identities were found in his lost notebook. When the notebook was discovered, mathematicians proved almost all Ramanujan's work. His discoveries have led to many advancements in mathematics. His formulas are now being used in crystallography and string theory. In 2011, Ramanujan's birthday was made an annual National Mathematics Day by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh.
The seeds from Ramanujan's garden have been blowing on the wind and have been sprouting all over the landscape, said by Freeman Dyson. Yes, Ramanujan rose in prominence among Indian mathematicians, but his colleague felt that he needed to go to the West to come into contact with the forefront of mathematical research. Ramanujan started writing letters of introduction to professor at the University of Cambridge. His first two letters went unanswered, but his third of January 16, 1913 to G.S. Hardy hit his target. Ramanujan included the 9 pages of mathematics. Some of these results Hardy already knew. Others were completely astonishing to him. A correspondence began between the two that culminated in Ramanujan coming to study under Hardy in 1914. Hardy came up with a scale of mathematical ability that went from 0 to 100. He put himself at 25. David Hilbert, the great German mathematician, was at 80. Ramanujan was 100. When he died in 1920 at the age of 32, Ramanujan left behind 3 notebooks and a sheaf of papers, the Lost Notebook. These notebooks contain the thousands of results that are still inspiring mathematical work decades later.
Mathematics is not a magic, it is full of logics. To promote and popularize the study of mathematics, the Indian government declared 22nd December as National Mathematics Day. This was announced by our former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh on 26 February 2012 at Madras University during the inaugural ceremony of the celebration to mark the 125th birth anniversary of the great Indian mathematical genius Srinivasa Ramanujam. On this occasion, he also announced that 2012 would be celebrated as National Mathematics Year. Since then, India's Mathematics Day is celebrated every 22nd of December with numerous educational events held at schools and universities throughout the country. In 2017, the day's significance was enhanced by the opening of the Ramanujam Math Park in Kuppam, Chittoor district in Andhra Pradesh. The Ramanujam Math Park is an Indian museum and activity center dedicated to mathematics education inside the Agastya Campus Creativity Lab located in Chittoor. The Math Park follows hands-on teaching methods as its tradition. The park features both indoor and outdoor exhibits as well as interactive touchscreen stations, all designed to enhance the mathematical experiences. The government has plans to replicate this math park experience in other schools all over India. Every year, World Mathematics Day is celebrated to formulate and implement programs and projects as a part of the observance of National Mathematics Year. It shows how education can be redesigned via playful, meaningful and impactful interactions. In 2012, Indian stamp dedicated to the National Mathematics Day featuring the great mathematician Ramanujam was released. Thus, the limit of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible.
Is it possible to getting something from nothing? Good morning to all. I am going to share a few words about importance of zero. In the history of mathematics, the discovery of zero is a revolution. The name zero derived ultimately from the Arabic cipher, which also gives the word cyber. Zero is considered as numeric value to fill the importance of nothing. Zero was invented by a great mathematician Aryabhatta, dating as early 5th century. He used the zero in decimal system and place value system. Zero has no value, but it comes after any other digit. It increases the value. It is a neutral number, neither positive nor negative. It helps us to calculate a complicated equation. So, zero is an important discovery of India, which gave mathematics new direction as made it simply. Change your respect about zero. So, zero is not a zero, but it's the real hero of mathematics. Thank you.
To celebrate the beauty and importance of mathematics and its essential role in everyone's life, the International Mathematical Union has led the project to have UNESCO proclaim March 14th as the International Day of Mathematics. On November 26, 2019, the 40th General Conference of UNESCO approved the proclamation of March 14th as the International Day of Mathematics. March 14th is already known as Pi Day and celebrated in many countries around the world. Every year on March 14th, all countries will be invited to participate through activities for both students and the general public in schools, museums, libraries, and other spaces. The main objective of Mathematics Day is to people aware of the importance of arithmetic. It also encourages young minds to take an active interest in the subject. The International Council of Industrial and Applied Mathematics, the Committee for Women in Mathematics of IMU, the European Mathematical Society, or some more international and regional organizations are supported the International Day of Mathematics. The International Day of Mathematics, which this year will have the slogan Mathematics is Everywhere.
Good morning to one and all. Happy Maths Day to all. We all wish to learn maths in an easy way. That too, we all like to do maths sums in 1 or 2 steps. This video tells you how we can do maths in a different way. Here are some tricks to make maths a little more easier and interesting. Simple addition. Now to add 879 and 357, add 8 plus 3, that is 11, 7 plus 5 12 and 9 plus 7 16. Now add 6, 3, 2, 1. Your answer is 1236. We are adding in a different way. Now next is multiplication by 11. How to do this? See, 52 into 11, we have to do 1 into 2, that is 2, 1 into 5, 5. Now add this 5 and 2 and write in the middle. That is 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and 52 into 11 will be equal to 572. Likewise, 71 into 11 will be, we have to write 1 as 1, 1 into 7 7, then add 7 and 1, write that 8 in the middle. That is, your answer is 71 into 11 will be equal to 781. Likewise, 35 into 11 will be equal to 385. So you can do this multiplication by 11 like this in a simple and easier way. Now next one is easy way of multiplication. This is another method of doing multiplication in an easy way. Here 106 into 108. First add 106 and 8. You will get the answer as 114. And now you multiply 6 into 8. That is, you will get the answer as 48. Now we have to write the answer as 114, then write 48. That is, 106 into 108 is equal to 11,448. You can do this multiplication like this. It is an easy way of doing it. Now next is 6 into 999. Here first multiply 6 into 9 and write 5 and 4. Now the remaining 2 9 you can write in the middle and you will get the answer as 5994. So also 8 into 9999, multiply 8 and 9, write 7 2, that is 72. You should write like this. Now insert that 3 9s in between and you will get the answer as 79,992. So this is how we can do sums in a different way. See, to find the square of a number ending with 5. See, we have to find the square of this number 65, that is 65 square. First add 1 to 6, you will get the answer as 7. Multiply 7 by 6, you will get the answer as 42. Now write that 42 first. Now what is 5 square? Now we have to write the square of this 5 square. Write that 5 square right side, that is 42 25. You will get the answer as 4225. Okay children, like this we have many tricks in maths which we will teach you in due course. That is, during our class hours we will teach you many tricks which will make you maths very easily and interesting. Thank you for watching this video.
Some students find that mathematics is one of the complicated subject, whereas others find it an interesting subject. But as everyone knows that maths has a significant role in managing the different tasks of life. Therefore, they learn very different concepts of mathematics. Besides everyday life, there are various applications of maths that are useful for a wide range of academics. Basic knowledge of maths necessary for survival in today's world. Buying snacks or goods from shop, paying bill, buying bus ticket, paying taxi fare and paying petrol bill These are common and simple application of maths which a common man doing in daily life. Basically, we use maths in various fields like physics, chemistry, engineering, medicine, biology, business, computer science and industry. Maths has its uses in all departments such as national matters, nature and learning institutes. In science and technology, mathematics and science are correlated to each other, especially in the areas of astronomy, chemistry and physics. The complex maths like algebra, geometry and calculus help the student to solve the complex problems, learning movements of the universe planets and analyzing scientific studies. Besides this, mathematics plays an important role in practical science like computer science and engineering. In social studies, whereas in history, the students need to analyze and review the graphs and charts which other historical information or data about the ethnic groups, whereas in geography, students require to know how the elevation of a particular field affects the population and much more. The skills that are learned in algebra can be used to manage the money as it consists of calculating compound interest and simple interest. Therefore, one can utilize these skills to invest and save money. In recreational sports, trigonometry and geometry can help individuals to enhance their skills in sports as it helps them to know the possible ways to make a basket, to hit a ball or to run around a track. Maths shows up in many aspects of cooking and baking, including converting temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa, changing the quantities of ingredients provided by a recipe and working out cooking times based on weight. People use ratios and proportions to make the right measurements for each recipe. The knowledge of standard calculation is necessary for a cook to make a successful recipe. Math used when buying something. It is necessary to know the basic application of math while one is going for shopping. The grocery store is a great place to practice measurement and estimation and to learn about volume and quantity and their relationships to the sizes and shapes of containers. Percentages and addition are used to calculate the purchase price. Then subtraction is used to figure out how much change is due. These are some applications of maths in daily life. By now, I hope you have acknowledged the importance and applications of maths in our life.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. What is Vedic maths? Vedic maths is the modern name used for the ancient system of Indian mathematics. Vedic maths is a set of 16 sutras and 13 sub-sutras that were discovered from the Vedas by Swami Bharati Krishna Kritas. He developed the mathematical principle around the sutras and sub-sutras and published it in 1965 in the book named Vedic Mathematics. Vedic mathematics is the name given to the ancient system of calculation which was rediscovered from the Vedas between 1911 and 1918 by Sri Bharatiya Krishna Kritas Maharaj. According to him, all of the Vedic mathematics is based on 16 sutras and word formulae.
A number is interesting, especially for your brain. Many people find it confusing when they see someone speak out for mathematics. Math has been a horror for many students. Going to school, attending maths class, trying to solve the maths test paper and praying that you did not fail. These are common problems students have had. Yet, you can always find people who have loved maths from their school days because they found it interesting. Let's see some interesting facts about maths. In a room of 23 people, there is a 50% chance that two people have the same birthday. 40 is the only number that is split with letters arranged in alphabetical order. Conversely, 1 is the only number that is split with letters arranged in descending order. From 0 to 1000, the only number that has the letter A in it is 1000. 4 is the only number in English language that is split with the same number of letters as the number itself. Every odd number has a letter E in it. 0 is not represented in Roman numerals. Minus 40 degrees Celsius is equal to minus 40 degree Fahrenheit.
Good morning to my beloved children. Today is Maths Day. We are celebrating the birthday of great mathematician Sri Ramanujan Iyengar. Children, today we are going to learn how to draw a picture of a robot using the shapes circle, square, rectangle and triangle. First, you draw the shape of a square. This is a face of the robot. Next, inside the square, you draw two small circles. These are the eyes of the robot. Next, you draw one small triangle. This is a nose. On either side of the face, you draw two triangles. These are the ears of the robot. Below the face, you draw a neck. What shape is this? Yes, this is a shape of a rectangle. Next, you draw a body of the robot. Can you guess what shape is this? This is a shape of a square. Next, you draw two legs of the robot. These are rectangle shape. Below the legs on each side, you draw a circle. Next, we are going to draw the hands of the robot. Can you guess what shape is this? Yes, these are rectangle shape. Below the hands on each side, you draw a circle. Children, our robot is ready. Children, shall we count how many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 circles. Next, shall we count how many squares are there? 1, 2. 2 squares. Next, shall we count how many rectangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rectangles. Next, shall we count how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 triangles. Children, today you have learnt to draw a robot using different shapes. Now, just look around your house. You will see different things. Find out the shape of those things and share it with your parents. Thank you, children.
Dear students and parents, in connection with the birthday celebration of our maths genius, Srinivasa Iyengar Ramanujam, we have planned for a virtual exhibition in the month of January, probably after Pongal. The exhibition solely depends on your participation. During the holidays, you have to do working models or dummy models in any chapter of your choice. During the open house, when parents come to school, please bring the models prepared with students' name and class written neatly and hand over the same to the respective class teachers. If you have any doubt regarding the project you do, you can consult with your maths teacher in your class group created for mathematics. Try to give your maximum participation and do your best to make the virtual exhibition successful. All the best.